Hey, Shalom. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim, Yahushai Bashim, Rachakodash, the apostles and elders, that great millstone as well. Peace and blessings to the elect that's pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth, doing this thing in truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this video is edifying. I'm going to get straight to it because what's going on right now in Esau's media is the persecution or the attacks, the hate crimes of so-called Chinese people, Asian people, and it's 36, and it's a narrative that they want to push now because there's different attacks, individual attacks going on and everything. Today outside we was during camp. There is a bunch of so-called Asian people, so-called Chinese people walking around with their signs on saying how many more and things of that nature, because everyone's outraged. It's the power of Esau, so-called white man's media, is very it's very powerful for those who are ignorant or those who aren't very smart. He pushes things that he agendas that he wants, which is 99% it's lies. When I was looking up the article, or I was watching the video of the attack, and some articles and everything like that. It was basically a guy who was lacking sex, or one of these guys who are like incels, or people who feel like the need that they're they deserve women, or they like entitled to women, or whatever the case may be. And so he went up and shot the spa place up, the massage place, and killed those, I think, 8 or so, or whatever, gooks. So I just want to get this scripture here first. It's Psalms 36:4. He defies it. He divisive. Start over. Says this is Psalms 36:4. He devised mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. So what he's doing is he's getting these things rolling as far as hate crimes and these violence attacks and these individual attacks. Now it's Asian people. Next it might be Indian or whatever. It might be Edomites again, or it might Edomites, or it might be Japanese people, or it might be another I can't really think right now, but it's it might be like another George Floyd propaganda to a tool, to push this their agenda, which 100% of the time is fabricated. Okay. Let me get this next scripture. Psalm 60:8. It says, Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Philistia, triumph thou because of me. So Moab, the so-called Chinese people, are considered Moab in the Bible. So their nationality is Moabites. That's their biblical nationality. That's their biblical title. They're not Chinese. Okay, so this is talking about Esau being a washpot over Edom. Esau is going to be a washpot for so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in the kingdom as well when we put them in captivity. All right, and we will have so-called Chinese people in captivity because the scriptures in the Bible is scriptural. It's scripture. So we will have slaves, we will have concubines, we will have Chinese women that are Moabite women who are concubines. This is Isaiah 16:6. We have heard the pride of Moab; he is very proud. So these women who got whatever happened to them. Okay, they're in the spirit world. All right, these people, these people are very proud. Going back to the ancient world, man. All right, very proud mostly against the children of Israel. The Lord made them like that. Even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath, his lies shall not be so. So-called Chinese people are really detestable type people. You know, their behavior, their culture are really detestable. Things that they do. All right, we know about them being with the their ancestral history. Look into history, and you know the things that they eat, the animals that the abominable animals they eat, or think if you eat it, it's abominable to you. Bats, things of that nature. But these are proud people. You see there on their countenance, they're proud. All right. Let's see here. You're right. It says, so even of his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath, but his lies shall not be so. Next scripture I'm going to get. See here if I can get here in Mark. Mark 4:19, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of the riches and the lust of the other things in entering it choke the word and it becometh unfruitful. So we're not supposed to be caring about the things of this world like this attack. They got, like I said, at camp, you had people walking around, people gathered together, in a big group, making speeches about stopping the violence against Asian people and shit like that. We don't care about that, man. You know, that's not even a worry of ours. That's not even a thought of ours. We don't give a damn. All right. Invitation to, and the only people give a damn now is it's on the it's on the news, it's on the media. Nobody's walking around like, I hope man, I hope no Asians anywhere are getting persecuted right now, or attacked right now. Nobody gives a shit about no goop, man. This says all that, Lamentations 2:15. All that pass by clap their hands they hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this a city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? So all these nations, especially these gooks, these so-called Chinese people, these Moabites, and these Ammonites, all right, all so-called Asians, they profited off of our captivity, our downfall, right? Set up their stores in our neighborhood, things of that nature. All right, laughed at us, make fun of us, they mock us. So you're not to have any pity or any empathy towards them if something happens to them. This is Psalms 2 and 8. And if anybody will ask, well, you say you get slaves in the kingdom, though, this, here it is. Here's the scriptures that proves it. It says, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So the earth was meant to be a paradise, but Adam and Eve went off. All right, the heathen. All right, we were supposed to have well, right now we're supposed to have the heathen in our possession. We're supposed to have them in our inheritance, waiting for us to serve us. You so-called you Israelites were supposed to get served by these heathens. All right, I got one scripture, another one. Close it out. Say their names like Breonna Taylor and shit. I ain't saying no gooks names. You know. This is the second Ezra 5 or second Ezra 6 or 56. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. He says, as for the other people which also come of Adam, but thou said that they are nothing but like unto spittle, and it has likened the abundance of them to a drop that falleth from a vessel. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. So these heathens are going to devour the Israelites if they get a chance to. But they are nothing. They are the weaker vessel of nations ruling over us. On like unto spittle. Spittle is nothing. Spittle is not much of a difference to the bigger picture. That's how the Lord classifies these people. All right, but there's supposed to be a big old movement about this crap. You know, just another distraction. But you know, the prophets, our duty is to report on these things. All right, because that's what's required from us, from Yahweh Yahushai. All right, Lord willing, this Lord edifying lesson. Give all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Rachakadash, divines to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who rule well. Shalom.